Hi everyone, Mrs. Norris here, and I'm going to be your student's 8th grade history teacher. So tonight what I'd like to do is just sort of give you a walkthrough of this back to school night page, the things that you can find there, and a space for you to give me any questions, comments, or concerns, address anything that maybe didn't get answered through the documents on this page. So just really quickly, something about me. I've been teaching in the district. This is my 18th year now. I've taught many subjects, but teaching 8th grade history and computers are my favorite. So I'm really glad that I get to do that at Hamilton. So on your back to school night page, the first thing that you're going to see under this video is a slideshow. And that slideshow would have been what I would have presented to you had we been in normal circumstances. But here we are. So you can, if you want to, progress this at your own speed, but it will progress on its own as well. So if there's information that you would like to see that maybe you don't have enough time to read, you can always pause the video and then resume it when you're ready. Underneath the slideshow are the different documents that are important to this class. Your student has already gone over all of these documents as an assignment for me, but you might want to look over them yourself as well. So we have a Meet the Teacher document that's going to tell you a little bit about me and who I am and my timeline to teaching, but is also going to let you know what your student is going to be learning this year. Underneath the Meet the Teacher is our syllabus. So this is going to tell you a little bit about the class in depth based on what the district says we're going to be learning, but it's also going to give you the information about the grading policy, how much items are worth in the class, and also the consequences just in case we have any issues. So the most important takeaway from this page is that classwork is the most valuable in this class at 30%, and students do have an opportunity to turn late work in up to 2 weeks after the due date. Underneath our syllabus is our CHAMPS, and CHAMPS is just the guidelines for how a class should be run. And because it's virtual learning, it is centered on being online with our teaching. Okay, so this will give you an idea of the expectations that I would like to have for our class while we are online. Underneath the CHAMPS, you'll find the Zoom expectations. Because we are online, it is important to have certain guidelines for how we should behave. So this is the way that I expect students to behave when they are in my Zoom classroom. And finally, under the Zoom expectations is the participation points rubric. So it's a 5-point participation points rubric that kind of goes over the week, just making sure that students are engaged when they're in class, that they are participating, that when I ask for cameras to be on, which isn't the entire class period, that they are actually on. So do take a moment to look at that. Okay. Now, if there's anything in these documents or this slideshow that was left out and you have further questions, underneath you'll find a parking lot, and this is a space for you to park those questions or comments. So if you could give me your email address, your student's last name and first name, what period they have me, and you can mark off more than one period if they have me for computers as well, what name you would like me to call you, and what your concern, question, or comment is, and then submit. I'll do my best to get back to you as soon as possible. If at any point in the class you do need to send me an email or speak with me, or maybe after the fact, after back to school night, there's something you'd like to address, please use your inbox on Canvas, and that will be the best way to reach me. The other thing that I'd like you to take note of on your students' Canvas page is the grades section. So on the grades section, which looks a little different for me, let's look at it in a student view. There are a couple of different ways that a student can access their grades in my class. So there is the button on the left menu bar. Also, too, in the center, there is a button on the home page for grades. So if you click on that button, you'll see the assignments listed and what your student's score is. Please be a little patient. This environment is new for all of us, so there is a backup on grading. It's hard to provide and plan for quality content and also take the time to grade, and then all the other things that are important, like your family. So I am a little behind on grading, but I'm doing the best that I can, and grades will be updated shortly. But you will be able to find all of that information here. Okay. So hopefully the documents that I have provided for you are going to answer all of your questions, but please don't hesitate to send me a message through the inbox or through that parking lot down below, and I'll do my best to answer you as soon as I can. Thanks so much for stopping by, and I look forward to this year with your student. Bye.